Hi everybody, it's Honest John. The formula for Coca-Cola is a secret. The ingredients that are used and the proportions and the order that they're done, all that kept a secret, what's called proprietary information, because it is very valuable to the company. They don't want one of their competitors or anybody else being able to make an exact copy of their soda. And so these are trade secrets and they're protected under law. So not only is the formula for Coke a trade secret, but so is the formula for Pepsi, Sprite, Kentucky Fried Chicken, all kinds of stuff. Almost every company that is selling stuff to the public has certain things that they don't want their competitors to get a hold of. And so this is a good thing. Nobody objects to it. But companies that are doing fracking list the chemicals that they use in the fracking process as a trade secret, as proprietary information. And so they refuse to reveal them. Now, they're not trying to protect their secrets from their competitors. They're trying to protect their secrets from us, from the EPA, from regulators. They don't want us to know what kind of toxic shit we're being exposed to. It isn't like there's a competition for the best fracking compounds. It's not like people are going to buy their natural gas or oil from a company because they like the chemicals that they use in their fracking better than they like the chemicals that another company's using. So there's no reason for these compounds to be a trade secret. This was a deal worked out with the Bush administration way back during W's first term. There was a secret meeting with Dick Cheney, and the fracking companies were exempted from a lot of things, a lot of regulation, including the Clean Water Act and the Clean Air Act. Fracking companies are under no compulsion to disclose the chemicals they're using. But now people who live in areas where fracking is being done are getting sick. Those undisclosed chemicals are getting into the air and water. In some cases, they're actually making the water flammable. If you've ever seen the documentary Gasland, you see people who live in fracking areas, they turn on the water and they hold a lighter to it and the water actually catches fire. So naturally, you really don't want to drink it or take a shower in it. And you certainly wouldn't want to use it to try to put out a fire now, would you? And these people that, say, well, if you don't like it, get out. It's hard to move. People can't afford to move. So these people, a lot of them are just stuck there, breathing that air, being exposed to that water, not being able to use it, having to buy bottled water instead of using the water that comes out of the tap. The Obama administration has made no effort to change this backroom deal that the fracking companies got. Matter of fact, they've been very supportive of fracking. And I understand that. It was providing jobs to a struggling economy and looked like a safer, cleaner alternative to coal and oil. But now questions are being raised about what its safety is, what its health effects are, and the pollution that they're putting into our environment. In addition, it appears that fracking is triggering earthquakes. Places where earthquakes were pretty rare are now having them regularly in areas where fracking's being done. Last year, Oklahoma had 222 earthquakes, and they've had 103 so far this year. And it's only February. Now, I'm not saying that we should completely stop fracking, but it's time to end the secrecy that cloaks this industry. The chemicals they use should be part of the public record. A thorough, transparent, and public review of all aspects of fracking. From their drilling techniques to the chemicals they use, everything. There needs to be a thorough public review, and the industry should be subject to the Clean Air and Clean Water Act and other environmental regulations. Fracking sites should be monitored continuously, not just from time to time. If there need to be changes in the way things are done to protect our air and water and the people who live near around them, they should be mandated immediately. Now, if you've seen the ads that the industry is using lately, they make it a point to talk about safe and clean fracking. Well, the evidence is mounting that it is not safe and it is not clean. And it uses up a lot of water, which nowadays we really can't afford that. It's time to expose all of the trade secrets of the fracking industry and see if they really are what they say they are. But here's the kicker. A fellow by the name of Rex Tillerson is the CEO of ExxonMobil. He's now suing to prevent fracking near his home. And he claims that fracking could result in increased noise, increased traffic level, and bring down the value of his property. Well, why is the value of his property more important than the value of somebody who's not quite as rich as he is? So here's my idea. And at the same time that he is suing to prevent fracking near him, ExxonMobil is suing to compel cities and towns that have banned fracking or put moratoriums on it. They're suing to compel those cities and towns to allow fracking to occur. So I have an idea. Let's build homes at all of the fracking sites. And the law should require that all of the executives of the energy companies and their families shall live in these homes. Then we'll find out how safe they really think fracking is. Thanks for listening.